All right, welcome to another edition of Geek Culture Congress live with Michaela. Michaela, how are you doing, Michaela? What's up? Welcome to the show again. Once again, we're back on a Monday. Hello. She must have took a long break while I was getting ready here. So I'm not by myself. Hey everybody, welcome to Geek Culture Congress. I'm one of your hosts, always Lil Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by Michaela today, who should be back right away. She probably took a little quick break. Today we are talking about the Batman. Super excited about the Batman. I gonna give you guys my I guess we could give them the spoiler free review, right, Michaela? Until the guys show up, then we could get into
Yeah, we can
spoiler
do the
reveal.
spoiler free.
Because not everybody has time to go, be a part of the $126 million opening weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 130 something, I think. So
Yeah,
don't knock it.
sorry, and
I'm
it's
kidding.
not
I'm
quite as
kidding.
big as Spider-Man, but did
No, I
we?
mean my theater wasn't 100%
Yeah,
packed.
yeah, but
I
the
found parking.
yeah, that's interesting that you found parking.
That's a plus.
No, I'm just surprised I found tickets on a Sunday afternoon. I was like, okay, cool. It was good. And this time and age, it's not that hard to get in
And
the
I like
get
picking
your
my own
tickets.
seat.
Yeah, I like that too. So Michaela, how you feel about the movie? We'll stay in spoiler free zone right now about the Batman until we get the guys in. Actually, Tarek just showed up right now. Look at that. Tarek, how you doing, sir?
Doing good, man. I have some technical difficulties, but other than that,
Oh, me
No,
too,
he's
brother.
just late. That's
My
what it's called, late.
that
Chrome
too.
was not working with Restream.
Mm.
Yeah, is it working with
I'm,
you?
cur- I'm
You use
currently on
Chrome?
Chrome, but it just took
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Google's fucking up. Anyway,
The
Michaela
hacker.
is gonna tell us her spoiler-free review of Batman. So before we get into
Mm.
Spoilerville, you know what I'm saying?
Please.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at a loss of words. I'm gonna be honest.
Loss of
I
words.
don't know. I can't describe it because I mean I think I agree with Tarek in the sense of not everyone's gonna like this movie.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, that's
just
true.
start off by saying that. So if you haven't seen the movie, just know going into it with an open mind about what you think of Batman or
Mm-hmm.
what previously seen as Batman. But overall, I mean, that might sound like I hated the movie, but I actually really loved this movie as I thought I would. And I just think that the film noir and the detective work of Batman
Mm-hmm.
was better than I could ever expect,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
and from a film without it being a series.
Okay. What
And
what else are your takeaways from the movie?
um, the first, I mean, I haven't seen it more than once, but I
Mm.
could already tell you right now, from seeing it the first time, I felt like the flow was very good. I felt like those long scenes were necessary. But looking back, if I were to watch it again, I could see myself wanting to fast forward through some stuff. But I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I really don't need that because I already saw it the first time. So seeing it again, it might be something that I put on, like Tarek said the last time. Oh, I think it's a great movie, but he said it's a good movie, not a great movie. But in my eyes, I think it's a great movie. Of course, I'd watch it on like a Sunday afternoon or evening and
Hmm.
just want to watch a good movie.
Yeah.
But I'm the type of person that fast forwards to all the boring stuff. Like in every
Okay.
Disney movie, just in context, in every Disney movie, I fast forward the beginning.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
That's just the type of
Mm.
movie
Mm-hmm.
rewatcher I am.
Yeah.
That the scenes that I already know about, I just fast forward that I
Okay.
don't like seeing again.
And just for the record, you are a proponent of the Snyder Cut and the Snyderverse and all that stuff,
Yeah,
right?
but I also haven't. I love that movie. I love the Snyder Cut, but I have yet to rewatch it.
Mm.
Okay.
Watching it once was good enough for me.
Okay. All right. So then, on your scale of I don't know, whatever scale you want to use, go ahead and tell us how you feel about the movie.
I mean, this is where I'm like conflicted, I think, because
Mm.
I
Here we
kind
go.
of when I rate things, I'm kind of comparing it to something. So I'm still comparing it to like every other movie out there.
Uh huh.
And I don't know if anyone that's listening or you guys have ever listened to Mr. Sunday Movies. It's a
Well,
YouTube and a podcast.
Yeah. I've checked it out.
The way that they rank it is the best movie ever, the worst movie ever.
Okay.
And the way that the reason why they say that is because, you know, people are just so on one spectrum, like, oh, I really love this movie, or on the other side, like, I really hate this movie. And I don't know. See, this is where I'm really conflicted because, like, I really do enjoy the movie, but I just don't know where I rank it yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I need to watch it again.
Is it a bad movie, Michaela?
No, I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's actually a great movie. I just don't know where I rank it. And I'm just being 100% honest. I don't know. And I forced Tarek to do all those numbers the last time. And now I'm like, dang, that was really, really mean of me because I don't know if I could rank.
Wow.
Because I think that, like, I need to watch it again. 100% I need to rewatch it to just really gain another grasp of the film.
Are you going to the movie theater to do this?
Oh, I'm going to go back to the movie. Heck yeah. I'm going to go rewatch it in IMAX.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. That's another 3 hours, man.
Well, because I have the, you know, AMC A-list.
Yeah.
And
okay.
And I'm
you got money. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It's just we budget for it because we're constantly in the movie theater.
You fancy. It's okay. Just say it.
What'd you say?
You fancy. It's okay, Michaela.
No. It's because we live at the movies. I don't have a home.
Okay. All right. So, Joey franchise, Michaela hated the movie. Okay.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. No. She just couldn't give it a rating. She said.
I couldn't give it a rating. Not yet.
She can't give it a rating yet. She has to go for a second watch. So we're in spoiler-free zone still, Joey. Before we get spoiler-full for anybody who hasn't watched the movie yet. So I don't want to ruin anybody's experience, right? So, how you feel about the movie? I know you bought your Batman popcorn with the cowl cup.
Yeah, my girl got mad at me for that.
Why? How much did you spend?
Not
on
like
that?
in a bad way, but
how much was that? Because
like,
I got the collector bowl. I got the bowl with the logo, and I got the cup, the gray cup.
No,
it was
you gotta
like
get
$20.
the cowl, man. If you're going,
I didn't get the cowl, man. No,
you gotta get the cowl.
I had to go to Citrus Park because.
Whoa! What was that?
I'm sorry, say it again.
What did they have for sale?
Oh,
you could get
you missed out, Michaela.
Like
I went to an AMC that's ghetto. They don't put that stuff out on display.
Call it out, Michaela. Call it out.
Which
AMC did you go to?
Nah, it's not ghetto. It's just very popular, so I don't know if maybe it sold out by the time I was there. It's the AMC Regency next to the Brandon Mall.
Yeah. I know people who went to the fan event. They got a special issue of the Long Halloween.
Yeah, Long Halloween.
Yeah.
I
missed out on that.
I didn't get any of that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
But yeah, I got the cowl, head popcorn. That was pretty cool. I actually got people hitting me up. Like my boy out in Vegas was like, "Yo, if you're going to see it again,
I'll give you $30
I'll
for it,
Venmo
bro."
you." Yeah, it was like $26. Actually, I had like AMC Stubs rewards, so I just used that.
Oh, okay.
It's great, but
fancy too. It's okay.
But yeah, like the movie, I thought great storytelling. I know when Tarek broke it down last week, he was on point with it being a great film.
Yeah.
This is a Batman we've never seen before, and they touched upon more world's greatest detective Batman, which is dope because I don't think we've ever really seen that in in any Batman movie like that. You know what I mean? Like we get to see the detective side of him and see how like this dude was really like on point, answering the Riddler riddles with ease. I think it's cool too. We got to see him in the year 2 version because he's been down in the he's been the Cape Crusader for 2 years when the movie kicks off. And what I thought was interesting is how he enjoys being Batman so much that he forgets he's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
like he rather be Batman than be Bruce Wayne, which is really cool because it's like he's just still learning his the effect he has on the city and starting to realize like the power he has and trying to make a change by fighting crime the way he has.
Right.
I love the tone of the movie. I thought the soundtrack was amazing. The music made everything kind of pop a little bit more. Um, I know a lot of people complain about like it dragged at points, but again, like what Tarek said last week, I mean, there was those points, but it like picks right back up. Like you really just didn't realize. I didn't realize I was watching a 3-hour movie. I don't know about anybody else, but I didn't really notice that. I thought the storytelling was rich. The way they introduced all these new, all the villains. Everybody
Right.
had a good story. Everybody had a good arc. And I thought the ending was cool too. I thought, I think the action wasn't over the top. It was just right for the type of film that it was. It's the movie Seven, but with Batman.
Yeah.
If you've ever
think
seen
Tarek-
the movie Seven with Brad Pitt
Yeah.
and
I
Morgan
think
Freeman.
Tarek definitely hit it over the head with it. As being a fan of the Snyderverse, the proponent of the Snyder Cut and all that stuff, are you okay with this movie?
Yeah, I am very. Like I think they had me. They kind of. I didn't know. I was scared of where it would get taken
Mm-hmm.
when they announced, Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves. His history. I mean, he's never really made. Like I enjoyed all the Planet of the Apes movies he's directed.
Right.
It was just gonna be interesting to see where he took this Batman, and I was a little on edge about it because I really was enjoying the Ben Affleck Batman. But I was thoroughly impressed, and I am looking forward to seeing more of this. It was very very dark tone. It was very Batman. Like
Yeah.
it was a very Batman movie.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
something that I think we missed. I think it combined what we saw from and appreciated from the Christopher Nolan, and they kind of took it. Let's go a little bit darker.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So on whatever scale you want to use, what you rate the movie?
I give it a 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All
I
right.
give it a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
I think what I didn't like is and this is, I mean, I hope we're not diving into spoiler territory when I say this, and I doubt it. Is just I mean, you do know that, I mean, they have mentioned that it's probably even in the synopsis that it's a second year Batman, but I curious to know like where his fighting skills came from. I don't think they explain his fighting style or
Right.
like kind of like what they did in Batman Begins. If
Right.
they took
they
some,
explain his training. I think.
if-
I
yeah,
think they.
if-
I think maybe
if he
because
had,
they've
if
done
he
that
had
already.
just mentioned it, if he had just
Yeah.
mentioned it, I would have been good.
Yeah. I think they did. Well, a little bit's from Alfred.
I might have missed. Yeah, I might have missed something.
A little bit's from Alfred. A little bit's from him.
Yeah, Alfred had
traveling.
mentioned something
Yeah.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
got to go back and watch it again. I
Yeah,
probably just
and
didn't pay
on
attention.
the
to
hospital
that.
bed. When he was in the hospital bed, he did a little mention. about
Okay, sorry to. Well, that's kind of a spoiler right there, Speedy.
that. Yeah, that's right. Well, whatever. We're gonna.
So-
I'm gonna give how I feel, and then we're gonna go spoiler full and talk about the damn movie. Okay. So,
Okay, do your thing. I want to talk about that hospital bed. Just
okay,
a quick
so-
question I wanted to ask everyone, not
all
having
right.
to do with the movie.
All right, so my review definitely I have to give it a 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Because as a Batman fan and a consumer of DC products, I'm able to say, okay, this is not Snyderverse. This is not a connected thing. This is a Batman movie, something separate. Okay, we're gonna enjoy it. You know what I mean? We're gonna enjoy the lore, whatever they're trying to do, and Batman has a lot of lore, and not just he has his struggles, his training, what he goes through to be the best, not only the best fighter in the world, to be the best detective in the world, to be the the ultimate. I don't want to say human being, but he's really trying to be like the best scientist, the best, everything. You know what I mean? An overachiever in every aspect of it. You know what I mean? And with the Nolan stuff, we get a little bit of that. He's doing the training. He goes trained by Ra's al Ghul and all that stuff. We get, we and there's so many stories that you could tell with Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could tell, and this particular way that it was done was great. Because this, as a comic book reader or somebody who consumes the comic books, you say, this is what we read. You know what I mean? This is they just pretty much they took that detective style story that was done. That's why they gave away that issue 1 of Long Halloween. I mean, it was based on that. Like not based on the completely, but the style of the storytelling was based on it. As far as this is a detective story, he is going through the motions of trying to find out who the real Riddler is and all that good stuff, and just really well done. I really liked. I just really liked the tone of the movie. I was just there for it. I'm tired of the. We've already seen other stuff. You know what I mean? So we got a different take on it. You know what I mean? It's just I don't want to see the same old Batman again. Oh, we already have a Batman that's in a multi-universe with with other characters and other superheroes and stuff like that. So we don't need that again. You know what I mean? Let's double down. Let's focus on the character. But I really enjoyed it. I was sitting there with my wife. I felt like I was like, dang, you know what? Maybe this movie's too long for her, because she was just like, this is great, but when is it gonna end? But she actually she enjoyed the movie, so I was surprised. I was kind of surprised. I was like, so did you like the movie? She was like, yeah, I liked it. I definitely give it a 4.5 out of 5 or 8.5 out of 9, I guess, whatever scale. If I had to give it, I would use the 5 scale. I definitely would still give it a 4.5. I don't know. I just really I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time at the movie. I enjoyed the whole detective story. I enjoyed him trying to figure stuff out and just being just not quite there yet. He just going into spoiler mode now. Just barely figured it out just in time, just to save some people. You know what I mean? It's
you can't go into spoiler mode in the mid sentence,
sorry.
Speedy. That was awful. It's terrible.
It's okay. It's on the warning of the audio and the video, so they knew we were gonna do spoilers today. So
I really am surprised how many people like the film.
Yeah.
To be honest,
me too. Because then walking away, I was like, "Dang, Tarek was right." Some of these people are not gonna like this film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because their expectations, they have different expectations of what a Batman story is supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think people are going in saying, "Oh, I'm gonna see a badass Batman," and they come out and they're like, "That was a really good movie." I think probably the biggest knock has been against the movie is its length, how long the film is. But
yeah,
I think that's keeping people away.
You think?
I think more people would probably go see it in the theater if it was 2.5 hours long or 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think people who are going to go see it.
Shaved off a little bit. You don't think he could have?
I just don't know where the waste was. I don't see like where Joey was saying, like, it didn't feel like it. I don't know where they would have cut.
Fair enough.
Because
I mean, there's long shots. I think that's where a lot of the length comes from. But then there's also a lot of long conversations between people.
Yeah.
Although some of the words could always get cut from things, I just felt like it was purposefully done, and it added to the character, and it didn't just like rush it all. I don't know if any of you guys saw Uncharted.
No, I haven't seen Uncharted yet. No.
But not to compare the two, because Uncharted is like, I'm not a fan of Uncharted, but it's just like Uncharted moves very, very quickly, and Batman moves at a slower pace. The reason why I'm comparing the two is because they came out about the same time. And if you want a movie that's fast paced and a bunch of action, go watch Uncharted. If you want a story that you could follow along and hope for a sequel that is actually very well done filmmaking, watch The Batman. But I could see there's things that could have gotten cut out, but did Matt Reeves want to? No. I mean, he had the creative vision. Warner Brothers gave it to him. I would run with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
It's getting great acclaim. So in the end, he was right. Whatever decision was made with the film, in the end, it seems like they were right, because I haven't seen a lot of people come out of it and be disappointed.
Tarek, did you think people weren't going to like it because of the lack of action?
Yes.
I think I had enough action for me.
I did. I thought
people
were going to say more fight scenes, all this.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, because you said that the last time, I kind of focused in on a lot of the action when watching it. And I felt the opposite. I felt like there was just enough for the story to not have too much action in it, to the point where it's like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous, the amount of action that's going on. So I think it's because you had said something in the podcast to make me like focus in the entire time, just be like, okay, where's all the action scenes at? But if you hadn't said that, then I maybe would have thought the same thing. But because you had said it, I think I just concentrated too much on it.
Yeah, I thought there was just enough action.
Okay, that's good.
I did, but I just didn't. As I was watching it, I was like, well, when I left, I was like, man, people are gonna want more action scenes and fighting scenes. But I think that's the casual fan probably would want more.
So, I guess we can get into spoiler stuff now. So deeper into the spoiler stuff. We already spoiled a little bit of it, but we can get deeper
Alfred's
into the actual
dead,
plot
everybody.
now. Alfred's
Just
dead. Just kidding.
When he finds the kryptonite at the end.
Yeah, you know what? And actually, I think I honestly enjoyed that. It was kind of refreshing that it wasn't to look for Easter eggs of other DC universe characters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was a self-contained Batman story. You know what I mean? I thought it was very refreshing. I was really excited about that.
Yeah, and I would not want to see any other superhero crossover with this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wow,
we're
really?
used to that. We're used to this kinds of DC movies because we consume the animated movies. You know what I mean? So the animated movies kind of do their own thing. And they have multi-universes and all kinds of stuff going on in DC. So it's not a far stretch to say to have somebody imagine that this is a Batman. This is a different story of a Batman.
Batman, this version of Batman would work in another superhero story. Another superhero would not work in his story.
Right.
Like I said, Superman would be pointless.
Yeah.
In this, the Green Lantern is not going to help.
But
with this
going back to what you said in your review, when you said that you could see how this could be the young version of the Batfleck, the Batman. I can see that as well if they really wanted to do that. Minus technology, because it seemed like there was like some really high technology in this movie.
Those contact lenses, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the contact lenses.
It's fantasy. It's they could do whatever the hell they want. So
I like that touch.
Yeah. So the best part. So I really liked right from the beginning. The whole we got the Joker gang. Right from the beginning, and that just tells us already. Okay, the Joker exists in this universe already. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you all right, Joy? Hello?
Oh. Yeah, I thought it was crazy how scared they were. Like, again, how everyone was a little hesitant to do crime
a little bit hesitant to do something,
because Batman existed. Like,
he was just your friendly neighborhood Batman.
Yeah.
And I just saw it as that at first, and then obviously when they brought him in to uncover the riddles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like how.
What do you guys think about that end scene with, which is a spoiler, clearly the Joker?
We're cutting to the end now.
Yeah. We're cutting to the end.
Yeah. So I think everybody knows there's a Joker cameo in the movie already.
I mean, I love the guy that's going to play the Joker. So
who is that actor? I wasn't.
It's Gary Kerrigan, something like that.
Okay.
He was in Eternals. He was or something. Druid. He's Druid in the Eternals.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm intrigued to see his version of the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Keoghan. Yeah, Barry Keoghan.
Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I
think
he's a great actor.
There was no cutscene at the end of this movie, right? There was no cutscene at the end,
though. No, it wasn't. But that was the
little thing.
Kind of like the post credit, but it was at the ending.
I see. Okay. Yeah, it was near the end. I really like there's like in the beginning, there's the line where he's beating up the Joker gang. He says, "I am vengeance," and then later on, at the end of the movie, it's kind of like he realizes that his approach was maybe part of the problem, but not the solution. You know what I mean? When he realizes that when
I think it just went
when the
along with
Joker
his.
yeah, when the Riddler guy said the same line, he had that kind of like realization, like maybe like I don't know, maybe he felt like
I think I know what you're talking about, but I
Mhm.
almost think that in the film, the way I interpreted it
Mhm.
was that it's just like Bruce Wayne and the Wayne
Right.
family.
Mhm.
It's like you only can control what you can control of what people see as the family and what
Yeah.
it represents.
Yeah.
People see them as bad, but people also saw them as philanthropists and really great people.
Right. Right.
With Batman, you could see them as a great vigilante that's out on the streets helping the cops, but you could
Mhm.
also see him as part of wanting to make change in the city and be on the citizen side or be on the, Riddler's type of side. So it's
Right.
like it adds to the conflict Bruce slash Batman has
Mm.
of trying to have his image
Right.
be what he would like it to be,
Mhm.
but there's with the media, with just society, and with his own, goals or where he wants to take this, it's all up to interpretation.
Yeah. I really liked also he kind of was playing catch up through the whole thing, even though he was, still trying to, he was figuring out stuff, but he was like maybe like a step behind, the plot. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the movie, when he, spoilers. At the end of the movie, when he kind of figures out the end game there, the flooding of the thing, and the bombs start going off, I was like, bro, man, I think you fucked up. Yeah, you need to get out there instead of staring at each other. He's like there at the cops still. You know what I mean? It's like these bombs are going off now. I was like, I don't know. I liked it, and I get it because he's still new to this technically. You know what I mean? It's
I, I
it's
I thought it was a great angle that,
yeah.
and I think he was serious when he was saying it. When the Riddler was like, "No, no, 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 I'm on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I'm doing what you do.
Yeah.
I'm just
That,
taking
and
it
that
to
goes
another
back to the
level."
line. That goes back to the line. The line, the line at the end that the Riddler gang guy said it. He used the same line. I am vengeance.
Yeah, I thought that was great. That Riddler
That was
Batman
dope.
meetup, that was great when he's like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm with you. Like I'm doing your thing." And that was a great twist writing wise. I didn't
Yeah.
see that coming. I didn't see exactly why. To me, the Riddler is just a villain, and they did a great job of making it seem like he was there for, like you said, for vengeance and to help clean the streets. I'm just like Batman. It's like those guys in the hockey suit and the hockey pads
Yeah.
and the Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like this a few steps further than that.
Right. So going back to near the end of the movie, we're kind of jumping all over the place, right? Because we do whatever how we want here. Um, if talking about now the end when he's actually trying to save, like the regular citizens are scared of him as well and kind of don't know what to make of this Batman yet, and I kind of like that. And at the end of this movie, he's kind of like coming out of his
Out of the
shell, I
shadows.
guess. Yeah, out of the shadows, kind of.
Yeah. And they're
So
like, "Oh, it's a white
yeah,
guy. You're
yeah,
okay."
it's a dude in his Batman suit just trying to help people. You know, and I think that's what the regular citizens of Gotham think. He's just a dude in a bat suit trying to help people.
Yeah.
And
I
I
love
kind of like that.
also the relationship between him and Jim Gordon.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the next thing I was gonna bring up. So I love that. That's their relationship. Like they got each other's back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they doubled down, and you could see, like, if you ever read Year One or you watched the animated version of Year One, you could see that how they build that. You know what I mean? How they established that, and I like that they kind of kept that. They jumped into it with this movie. Without much fanfare. You know what I mean? Like, they're just, their chemistry was just great, and like when they had the Penguin there, and they were doing the bad cop good cop with him against the
Yeah.
under the bridge or whatever.
Yeah.
That scene was great too. Like, not everything in Batman had to be action. You know?
Right. Right. Yeah, I think one of my favorite lines of the movie is when the Penguin said, "I thought you guys were supposed to be great detectives."
Yeah,
That's probably my favorite line of
yeah,
the film.
yeah,
Like, yo,
yeah.
and
I think it'd be
that
a
goes. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I just was gonna say
No, go
something.
ahead. Go ahead,
No,
Michaela.
I was gonna say I think it'd be a disservice for us not to talk about Selena Kyle.
Oh yeah, she was just a great
Absolutely.
bad.
We have yet to
She was a
talk
great
about
Catwoman.
her, and I think that she stole the show
Yeah,
in my eyes.
she was in some ways more intriguing than Batman. To
Yeah,
me, she was
I
a
think the
little more bad.
villains altogether, I think, were a little bit more intriguing than Batman.
She seemed a little more badass than Batman
Oh yeah, she
in a
was.
lot of ways. Like
Is
just
she?
her sleekness, her fighting ability, like how on top of things she
Yeah.
was. She just seemed like she was almost a little cooler than Batman in this film. Um, so I think that was dope. And her as Selena Kyle, her character arc, just outside of being Catwoman,
Hmm.
her just as Selena Kyle is, I mean, the jewel of the film. I think is Selena Kyle's story arc. So
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah,
I do.
it was an excellent storyline.
I thought it was excellent the way it was done, the way it was presented. Her story arc, everything was.
And her story arc was definitely Long Halloween vibes too, because
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
with Falcone being his
Yeah.
her father.
I'm really
Yeah.
surprised because everything when comic book stuff happens, like movies wise, the comic book versions of it, even if it's just a little idea of it that's on the movie now, those comic books go boom, skyrocket in value. And I'm surprised I haven't seen nothing from this movie pop in value wise. You know what I mean? Like the Marvel stuff, like any little Doctor Strange thing, little cameo voice thing or guest thing, they think Mephisto's gonna be in somewhere, and that comic book goes crazy in the secondhand market, the comic book market.
Mm.
But I'm surprised I haven't seen nothing from Batman really pop. Long Halloween hasn't popped. No, nothing. It's interesting.
I mean, I would say that Long Halloween is not a nondescript story. There has been
No.
an animated film for the Long
Hmm.
Halloween, hasn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there
So
is.
it's like kind of like it's not like we're exploring uncharted territory.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have the same impetus to pop. We've already had an animated film, and DC animated films up to this point, I would say people were more secure in watching those and thinking those are going to be good than they have their live action ones. So,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I
and it's
just
all on
expected.
HBO Max too.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Do you guys foresee any? Would you want to see, assuming they do another Batman in this storyline, would you want to see a Robin
Yeah.
or yeah?
I think they
Yo,
they
I
kind of
love.
alluded to that a little bit. With the way
Yeah,
he
with
felt
Bloodhaven.
about the kid Bloodhaven, and they also alluded when the relationship or how he felt about the kid that was now going to be an orphan because the guy who was running for mayor got assassinated, and
Yeah.
so you
I
can see
feel
that.
like that was more. Not to cut you off.
No, it's
I felt like that was more of him seeing himself as a kid
yeah,
than
no,
it was
absolutely.
alluding to Robin.
Right. No, because he if you know the Robin story, he's sitting in the circus and he sees his parents die in front of him, and that's why he decides to have to adopt him, to become his ward. But you can see how that could happen. That he definitely he has that soft spot for children who experience the same trauma as him or something
Yeah.
similar. Losing their parents in front of them or stuff like that.
I think speaking to Michaela's point about Catwoman, I think I think you do another film. It'd be hard to not include her again.
No, I think they have
It'd
to.
be hard to not have the Catwoman Batman dynamic almost all the time. Like
Yeah.
at least her appearance. So you may not need a Robin. That dynamic is a little more interesting, to be honest. So I don't think they could do another movie on this line without Catwoman. I think people would feel robbed. Which means they can still do Robin, but
Right.
we've explored it. But does she have to come back in the next film?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Maybe
I
not.
think she could possibly come back for the Penguin series,
Okay.
depending on where in the timeline it sits.
Yeah. Well, she said she was going to Bloodhaven.
Yeah, but I was saying like
Well, she
if
said
it sits
maybe.
before
She said
this
maybe.
film, the series.
But that was a Nightwing reference.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, but we don't
definitely.
even have the dick yet, so.
I mean, your question on Robin. Sure, I'd love to see Robert Pattinson's Batman interact with the young Robin, but I hope not for a while.
Timothy Chalamet
Oh, you think that?
for Robin.
That would be a
He's
good
too
Robin?
old, isn't he? Not that he's old, but like
Yeah, he's
comparison
probably
to
the
Robin.
same age. No, he's not the same age.
I
But
think you bring him in for the third. I think you bring him in for the third movie.
Jacob
Okay.
Tremblay,
Huh. Jacob Tremblay.
he'd be
I don't know
old
who that
enough
is. I'm gonna look him up.
by the
I
time,
think
like
it's-
10
I
years
think,
from now.
That'd be
An
like
actor
10
is-
years. Yeah.
An actor similar to
Oh, he's probably old.
to Tom
probably
Holland
old
that could
too.
do that could
Kids
do a little
age
bit of
really quickly because look
Yeah,
at
he's
Stranger
currently
Things
he's
cast.
currently 15.
okay.
So right now
But-
would be the perfect age.
Probably
Yeah,
somebody
right.
similar to Tom Holland that can do a little bit of the acrobatics and a little bit of the action without a double. You know?
I mean, it didn't stop
I
the
ho-
past Robert Pattinson, so
I hope
Well,
in
yeah.
the next film, because you kind of saw the Batman and Alfred's characters not.
Mhm.
I mean, they meshed well together, and he was there for him. He's like his father, but they weren't as strong as you see later.
Yeah.
In Batman's life or in Bruce's life, and I hope that if Catwoman is not going to be in the next film or not as prevalent as this film, that hopefully Batman and Alfred's connection grows and Alfred's more in it.
Mm.
So you see
Yeah.
the tiffs between Batman and Alfred more rather than
Yeah.
him and like Catwoman.
yeah, I think we're gonna get. This is way out on predictions, but I think based off what happened in this film, like we're gonna see a different Bruce Wayne, like a more out there in society Bruce Wayne, because I think that came, if I recall right, that came up in the film, like,
Oh,
The
well, you're
new
Bruce
mayor.
Wayne.
also
Yeah, look what you can do.
Near the
And-
end of the movie, when they were in Riddler's apartment, I think he really thought that Riddler for a moment there, even at the interview in Arkham Asylum, I really thought that he thought the Riddler had figured out who he was. And
Oh,
he
I
was
did too.
getting
I thought
shook.
the whole time.
He was getting shook.
Yeah, he was shook.
No,
I
he
thought
he
that.
definitely thought.
Yeah. So here's my point. I think that now because of that experience, I think he's gonna double down with I need to fake it up. I need to go out there and be the playboy and make people
Oh, yeah,
take
yeah,
the
yeah.
scent off Batman. Because if I stay
Yeah,
with
yeah, I
Bruce,
definitely think
they're gonna be like,
that's gonna.
who's
Go ahead,
got
I'm
the
sorry.
money to do this?
Yeah, I definitely think that's gonna have to be a major factor in the next film.
Yeah.
Which I think, in my opinion, will lead to a Robin. Like him trying. Like I think it'll lead to.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. We'll see. I'm
Yeah,
glad it
turn
was a
on
success.
Turn on the Twilight vibes.
Yeah.
Team Edward.
I'm glad it
I
was a
am
success,
printed.
man.
I am
but
printed
I see-
on this young child.
Yeah, I've been watching the YouTube videos of the influencers, the ones that were saying that this movie was gonna suck and not perform as well. I see them backtracking all day today.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all right. If you don't like the movie, it's okay. It might not be your cup of tea. It's all right. It's art, right? Right, Derek?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I saw a lot of the
Acting.
hardcore guys down for the Snyder cut, for the Snyderverse. They were writing it all throughout the build up, and after the result, they were like, I guess it was okay.
Listen, this is where DC is going to make its way. It's going to make its way in
Yeah.
darker, edgier, more cinematic films. They're not going to compete with Marvel at this point.
I
On
think
big
that's
action.
exactly what they need to do. They
You're
need
not gonna
to find
compete.
their own lane.
Yeah,
The
they want to
lane
have
they
the
were in
Snyderverse.
before that they got off track.
I
right.
think if they want to keep the Snyderverse and stay like that, with a bunch of different stories, I think that's great too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think after the Flash, it's over.
You think so? The Discovery's
I
coming.
think they're gonna. Well,
the
even
merger's
Dominic and I were
coming, and they're
talking.
gonna clean house, Michaela. Okay?
They're gonna freaking kill Bat Fleck.
No, they're not.
I think they are
That's
too.
the only reason he's gonna show up in Flash. Let's be
not.
honest.
I think they are too.
They're not gonna do that.
Say goodbye.
I'm telling you.
Yes, they are. They're gonna be like, Michael Keaton, you're back. This guy is dead.
Well, I would listen. I wouldn't be mad if they went straight from the
They might
Batman
Flashpoint it, but not kill
to
him.
Batman Beyond. I wouldn't be mad, and let us figure out in the middle what happened.
I think this Batgirl that we're gonna get is gonna be like a kind of Batman Beyond-ish kind of Batgirl.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they're gonna like include some elements from the Beyond stuff. And do it with
Speaking of
Batgirl.
universes, has anybody watched The Boys Diabolical?
Oh
animated
yeah, I haven't
shorts?
watched it yet.
Nah,
but
I
it's
haven't
been
watched
popping
it
up.
yet.
Is it good?
It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very funny, but it does give you some background on most of the main characters and The Boys, particularly I know Black Noir and the main guy. I can't always forget his name.
Homelander.
Homelander, yeah.
Mhm.
They give they give you like his first mission.
Who apparently that actor is a real jerk in real life.
Oh, stop! He's probably just too drunk.
Yeah, he got arrested.
You know, when alcohol hits you, bro.
Yeah, don't
that's the
get too
truth
attached.
serum, babe. All
Don't
right?
get too attached to Homelander.
Yeah. I don't know.
Easily weave that into their stories just to have the. But they have one of the great episodes of that Diabolical is it's hilarious to me. It's the superheroes who took the drug
Mhm.
and got awful powers.
Oh gosh.
It's very much like the Tick, or there's like I forgot what those old cartoons. I think it was Ren and Stimpy. He was like a toaster head guy.
Yeah.
It's people who have like awful powers.
Awful powers. So they can only.
Yeah,
do
their
that
powers are
animated,
so like lame. Yeah, after taking the drug, and it's
that's horrible.
that
That's
episode
horrible.
is pretty
Imagine
hilarious.
you take the drug, and you like get like I could grow hair on any part of my body. Power.
Yeah, I have the power to fix audio and podcasts.
Yeah.
Or Speedy would like to pronounce things correctly.
Right.
That would be horrible. That actually might work better. I would take it for that. Maybe.
The enunciator.
Oh my gosh.
How do you say this?
By the way, Speedy, you did mispronounce penguin. It made me mad, but I didn't say anything about it.
It's okay.
What did he say?
Penguin.
Penguin?
He said penguin.
The penguin.
Penguin.
The
Yeah.
penguin.
You're saying it now because I said
The
it.
penguin. That's
There
the
you
name.
go.
The penguin.
But yeah, I think that little, I don't know, I'm not gonna call that a universe. I saw some people who
It's a pocket
like
verse.
watch
There you go.
Batman or like, oh, I'm so tired of everybody trying to make a universe out of everything. But those little backstories for the boys was very funny. And I'm looking
Cool.
forward to that coming back out.
Yeah, I
check
can't
it
wait
out.
for
Definitely.
the boys.
Definitely.
I can't wait for
Check it
season
out.
3.
I'm gonna check it out. So I have not caught up with another show we've been checking out, Tarek, Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is as slow as you think it is.
Man,
Listen, in Japan, like,
I gotta
animation,
block it off
anime.
from my schedule.
oh man, it's so slow. It's taking forever to get to
To the end.
the end. And this episode is called The End. And it is clearly not.
Wow.
It's clearly not.
Wow.
This is
What's
clearly
going on,
not
man?
the end.
Give me the cliff notes because I don't know if I can.
It's basically some of the characters who are aligned with the main character, Aaron, who is the main Titan. He has like, I don't know, 4 Titan powers now.
He's trying to end the world now.
He's trying to end the world. And
period.
some of his friends have aligned with some of his enemies, and they've
Oh.
decided we're going to try to take Aaron out.
Oh.
We're going to try to take him out. And then they just kind of go through all their old grievances. And it's very clear that not everybody's fully in on the plan.
Mm.
And they don't even know what kind of plan they're going to have because the dude's so powerful now. So
Right.
the whole episode is about that. They never do anything.
It's just talking about the plan.
It's talking about the plan.
Ah,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I might skip that one. I might wait
Yeah,
for
it's
the next
talking
one.
about the plan. Yeah. Like imagine one of our staff meetings.
Yes.
We're just
That's going for the promo. That's going for the promo.
just talk about the
That's
plan.
going to the promo. That's what I've been
Michaela,
waiting
be happy that you're not in video.
for.
I thank God every day.
It's okay. It's okay,
Yeah.
Michaela. You're guilty by association.
But it's intriguing. It's intriguing, but it's just as most anime is, it takes a long time. It's been a slow burn.
I don't know. I'll be bored one of these days and I'll catch up. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been getting into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I have not.
Yeah. Yeah, I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I've been getting into it because now they got it dubbed on Netflix. So I've been.
Okay.
Finally, yeah. I've watched the first 2 seasons and I'm on the 3rd season now. It's really good. Really good stuff. I really enjoyed it. It's funny. It's got a cool lore.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to watch Bleach, the animated version.
Yeah, that's all I want to get into next after JoJo. I want to get into Bleach.
Yeah. And I think it's only 1 season, so it shouldn't be
I
that
want to do
bad.
Bleach. I want to do Hero Academia. I want to catch up on Dragon Ball. Even though that's a fuck ton of episodes. I'm not ready for it yet.
Yeah, well, you're dedicated to a lot. You're gonna miss all the actual dramas going on in the on all the other shows.
I gotta fit it in because I'm trying.
You're just
to
gonna miss Ozark and all that completely.
I have to block out schedule playing time now because I invested in this Elden King.
Yeah, what is
tell me
Elden
about
King?
that. I keep hearing everybody talk about that.
Yeah, so it's a role playing game. Walk around swinging your sword and powering up and leveling up, stuff like that. It's created. The lore is created in part by George R.R. Martin from Game of Thrones fame.
Mm.
So that's why everybody's kind of like getting on it. It's a Bandai Namco game, and yeah. So it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. And I was like, okay, cool. It's kind of dark, dope, make your character, and go into the world and try and figure it out. You could be, all kinds of different archetypes. You could be a samurai, you could be a warrior, you could be a wretch. Literally start with nothing, just like be a bum, And
Who's gonna what?
Yeah, people like to do that. People like the pain. What I realize is that this video game is about as painful as somebody who would live in a real world of George R.R. Martin's. If you were actual citizen of the Game of Thrones world and you had to go through dragon attacks and war and famine, and this game is about as painful as that.
Wow.
Because it is hard as hell to get ahead in this game. Hard, like literally, like you get out, you start off and you're like, okay, cool, yeah. You start picking up some stuff, and you may or may not find everything you need, whatever. And as soon as you walk out into the world, there's this one big ass, almost boss level dude. You're supposed to apparently avoid, but nobody ever avoids him because you come out, you're like, all right, yeah, cool, I'm gonna start, taking out people, right? That guy smashes you at least 3 times before you realize, oh, I can't kill this guy yet. I gotta go around and power up and do some exploring and stuff like that. Yeah, and anybody who's played the game knows what I'm talking about. So that's where I'm at with it right now. I was watching YouTube videos trying to figure, okay, yeah, they got plans like they got strategies. Okay, go over here, get this, and get these power ups first, and beef up your character before you start doing the actual game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Did you ever beat that guy, Speedy?
Hell, not yet. I gave up. I started running around. And then I started running around, and I ran into even harder stuff. Because apparently, like, they squatted up these people. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna take out this one dude, right? Boom, and you don't realize that if you don't sneak up on somebody, they blow the horn and they call the whole crew.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the game is hard, bro. The game is not easy. The game is not for the lighthearted. I tell you that. It's painful and almost soul sucking. I tell you that. If you are not, I invested in it, so I gotta I gotta give it a good try before I give up on it.
What are the fans saying, or the video game?
I think I've seen a lot of reviews and they agree with me. Everyone says it's pretty hard. But you could do multiplayer, so you can like team up. You can call somebody to help you fight a boss. You can raid. I guess later on, as you power up your character and you go through most of the game, you can go raid somebody. They call it a raid. You can raid a multiplayer, beat them up and steal his stuff. You know?
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, you can raid another player. But they're like in like another universe. So you'll see like the other players. They'll walk around, and you'll see them like little ghosts. You know, 'cause they're not
Okay.
quite in your world. But you can
Yeah.
you can put like a special rune or something. I forget what the hell they call it. I don't even know none of the lore yet. You know, what I'm saying? The lore is like it was very unique. Like they don't have like the normal D&D. You know, Lord of the Rings lore stuff. You know what I mean? Like they call a lot of things all kinds of different words and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so you got to learn like what is this for? You know, okay, this is for my hit points. This is for my magic points. This is for to call people. This is for saving. This is for that. You know what I mean? So you gotta learn. You gotta learn the jargon. And it's like literally being in another world. You know. So I was like, oh man, this is a lot of work just for a $60 video game that I'm trying to play to have enjoyment.
It sounds like you're enjoying it though.
I am, because now I'm challenged. Now it what do they call it? You know when you have that game that it bothers you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't figure it out, but it bothers you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that one boss you can't beat and it just irks you, irritates you, and you're like, I need to figure this out. That's this game right now. Yeah. Right now for me. I don't know. I haven't given up on it yet. Let's put it that way. I'll probably play a little bit when we're done with the show before I go do some work tonight. But other than that, man, I think we talked about everything we want to talk about, unless I'm forgetting anything.
I think we nailed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about you, Joy?
Now we good money.
We're good? All right, cool. Michaela, of course, you can follow Michaela. She left. She don't want to talk about video games. She's left, but you can follow her her YouTube channel with her husband, should I say? Adult Adventure Time is not what you think.
Adult Adventure Time.
And you could follow her at Mika Fig on Instagram, right? So, Tarek, let everyone know how they can follow you, sir.
My name is Tarek on Instagram and also at YouTube.
All right, and Mr. Joey Franchise, sir, how can they follow you?
Yep. Tap in with me Monday through Friday, Wild 94.1, 7 to midnight. And follow me on the Instagrams at Joey Franchise, also Twitter and Twitch.
And you can follow me at DJ SpeedyJR, all socials. Remember, we are live every Monday. We try to be, God willing, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all of our channels. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. Everyone is here since the beginning of the show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on the live show. Give us a follow on the Instagram. It's 3 words, put them together. Geek Culture Congress. Separate them on Facebook. Give us a like on the Facebook page. And shouts out to the Russian bots on the YouTube. Yeah, thank you so much for supporting us there. Okay? You guys have a good one. Thank you so much and be safe, okay?
All right. Peace.